There are only a few brands so closely connected to a five-banger than Audi. Germans were definitely the first to implement it into a production model and use it as an important power plant for their models. But why though? Motors with an uneven number of multiple cylinders always had a harder life. They are tricky to balance, and therefore many did not even bother using them. Mercedes was the first, introducing the OM 617 diesel in 1974. Audi had great success back then with a 4-cylinder Audi 100, but they aspired to step up the game with a new motor. Originally, a carburetor was the stumbling block of a 5-cylinder, as one often could not distribute fuel consistently, and any other number of them could not bring a satisfactory result, except a crazy expensive 5-piece setup. In 1966, Rover, with the P6 prototype, could not make it, with one of the three carbs being larger, but in 1970s, Audi did it, introducing the Solax carbureted 1.9 and 2-liter. However, the first bird became a 136 horsepower fuel-injected 2.1-liter capable of 200 km/h of top speed. It was in 1976 launching the new 100 with various inline 5s available, providing 6-cylinder power with a 4-cylinder fuel economy. Of course, it was a bit more than just that. 5-cylinder runs smoother with overlapping firing sequences. Yeah, it rocks from end to end, but who cares when you have that unforgettable soundtrack? It requires only a bit more space than a 4, less than a 6, hence Audi managed to mount it longitudinally into a handful of models, although the radiator had to be moved sideways. More variants of the Audi engine kept coming, a 2.1-liter diesel and a same-sized Bosch fuel-injected turbo motor producing 170 horsepower with a single cam for 10 valves. This was only available for the Audi 200, but the 5-cylinder quickly covered a lot of the models in the lineup, gaining more popularity. The Audi 5000, as a North American model, had 5 cylinders only, gasoline and diesel, naturally aspirated and turbocharged. The invention of these beautifully sounding units spread it to the Audi A80, Audi Coupe, Volkswagen Passat B2, Audi A6 2.3, and some other, more spicy models. The very first mention of a potential high-performance all-wheel drive Audi comes from 1977, and it became a reality in 1980. Audi UR Quattro that featured a single or twin-cam 2.1 and 2.2 liters with a triple K turbocharger. The Quattro went on to be incredibly capable of winning any rally events, and it got even better with the short wheelbase Sport Quattro in the Group B series, with Walter Roll behind the steering wheel, besides guys like Stig Blomqvist or Hannu Mikkola. After rallying, Audi moved on the tarmac and took part in the American Trans Am series with the Audi 200 Quattro Trans Am. The car would have a 2.1-liter single-cam engine boosted upwards from 500 horsepower and 530 Nm, resulting in absolute dominance in the series. As officials banned all-wheel drive cars. The next year, in 1989, the 90 Quattro IMSA GTO was revealed based on a steel tubular space frame, accommodating a 700 horsepower 2.2-liter twin-cam unit. This one did not bring an expected result, but the powerhouse was later recycled in the S4 GTO that appeared racing in South Africa in 1992. It revved over 7500 RPM with a big triple K turbocharger. Another legendary 5-cylinder Audi is nothing else than the glorious RS2 Avant, which pretty much defined what a sporty family car should look and be like. The RS2 featured the most powerful and latest iteration of the 5-cylinder series of the time, having 315 horsepower, twin cams for 20 valves, a triple K turbo with a larger intercooler, and other bits and pieces where also Porsche provided their knowledge and help. Alongside the coupe and sedan S2 models, these were the swan song of the original Audi 5-cylinder. Later the 5-cylinder came back in 2011 only as a supplementary engine in the portfolio meant for the most powerful RS models of the A3, TT and Q3. Why not more? Simply, the 4-cylinder is better in every possible way, which matters the most. And the 5-banger has an advantage of sounding better. It's one of the few significant benefits. We appreciate that Audi keeps it alive as a part of the heritage. Only a pity there are not more of them, of those regular 5-cylinder powered Audis.